All right. AI Friend by Pirate Software. Oh, let's get into it.
Wearable AI companion friend?
The newest gossip on their fancy wearable AI pal Nicholas Friend is all about how it helps you have a natter, taking notes and giving a summary while you're rabbiting on. That open source business could open the door for some wrong and vulnerabilities, and there's a whole heap of ethical bother about the permanent watching and how them recorded chats.
This is already happening. It doesn't matter where you go. Anything with a mic in it, and I mean anything with a mic in it, is already doing this. I had an experience not too long ago, and I was sitting at a campfire talking about a very obscure topic, interesting at the time, but very obscure, very, very poignant. Like, I mean, it was about a very specific thing. And it was on, the only device I had on me was my Apple iPhone. And I went into my house at a later time that night on a completely different platform on my Windows PC. Okay. Not using an app on the Windows PC that's the same as the apps on my iPhone. Okay. And first thing that opened up when I had the YouTubes opened up on my Windows 10 PC was the exact same thing I was talking about. Ads were coming up for that. Never before, but right after that. Completely different platform. It's already happening. Like Snowden movie. Come on. It's even, I think it was Samsung. I'm pretty sure it was Samsung. It was one of the TV companies. Came out and said, hey, by the way, terms of service, yeah, there's a mic on here. It's storing all the information on our servers. Thanks. That's all it said, basically. It's like, what? So, like, yeah, it's already happening.
Might get misused, but he's catching flack for being a bit of a snoot, making folks anxious about their privacy and safety.
Long term, I think it's going to create a lot of problems. I think it's incredibly predatory. And the reason why is you have a lot of very lonely people right now, and lonely people want to buy these types of things to have companionship. But you're not getting companionship, you're getting a product. That product is not another person. And I think it's really gross. I think it's very, very gross. And I don't like the direction of technology trying to fill the role of human companionship. I don't like the idea of selling human companionship as a product. I think it's really, really bad. And I think it's going to lead to incredibly dark feedback loops that hurt people. Even in the commercial for the product, the AI Friend necklace, they even sort of touched on that where like the guy was talking to the girl and they were on a date. And he was like, oh, you take her everywhere, don't you? And it got very Black Mirror of like, this is gross. Like you have this thing that you're wearing that you treat like a person that is not a person and you take them everywhere. But it's not a person. It's very strange. It's personifying technology in a way that I think is unhealthy. So I'm not about it, dude. They also say it was end-to-end encrypted. I just don't trust it yet. I'm waiting for people to tear it apart. Are you generally into exposure therapy? I wouldn't say exposure therapy. I would say that if you have a person that is socially awkward, giving them a piece of technology as their companionship is not going to change that social awkwardness if they...
Well, that's a lot to unpack there. Let's break that down a little bit. So I completely and 100% agree that if you have someone that is socially awkward, that this is not a replacement. AI is not a replacement for human interaction, okay? However, that being said, I see a lot of hope here. Like, I mean, I see that, you know, an AI companion in whatever shape it takes place can bring some joy to people's life. There's no doubt about it. Like if you have somebody that maybe doesn't have the opportunity or the ability to, you know, have dialogue with people, this could definitely help and bring some joy to that person's life if it's handled, you know, properly. And if you think about it, technology over the last few decades, you know, let's say 3 decades or more, I know I'm getting older, but there's been things in the tech industry that have been doing this without the AI, but still kind of like using technology to bring a layer of interaction for people. Like if you think of those little, those keychain pets that you can get where you used to have to feed them and like do activities with them. And, you know, kids love that kind of stuff. And even some adults love that kind of stuff. So, you know, AI is, there's a lot of hope here that, you know, you can have an AI that'll maybe talk with you a little bit, you know, bounce ideas back and forth, have the AI have a name, you call them by their name, you tell them what they want, you know, what you want the AI to call you as. There's no doubt. There's definitely a lot of possibility here to bring joy to people's lives that might not be possible before.
Are looking to change that social awkwardness. It is going to make them reliant on that technology, which is not the same as interacting with a human being. The AI is never going to get mad at you. The AI is never going to have an argument with you.
You could program it to do that for sure. If that's what you're after, you can definitely program to do it. But again, I agree completely. It's not to replace the human experience. Absolutely.
It is not a normal interaction. And something that I tell a lot of people when they talk about relationships, and
30 years, it's going to be very normal. I can only imagine the sophistication, especially with the robotics technology that's coming out. Like that video that OpenAI came out with, that collaboration they were doing with the robotics company, and it was like standing in front of the dishes and stuff. Like, I mean, that creeped a lot of people out. But that's just the very, very beginnings of where that's going to go. So yeah, 30 years from now, it is definitely going to be the normal, for sure. There's going to be all kinds of AI, robotic ways to interact for people. It's going to be crazy.
You want to know advice on that? You need to argue in your relationship. Arguing is a skill. It is a thing that is important to understand how to argue in your relationship, because if you have tiny little arguments about things and you learn how to argue with each other and you learn how to have an argument that doesn't turn into a bombastic, explosive situation, it is very beneficial to your relationship going forward. And if you have this AI that just tells you everything is fine, everything is good, nothing can go wrong, you get this very incorrect view of human interaction. So every other interaction that you have is now colored by this perfect interaction that you have. And it will now make it so that it is even further away from you being able to have a real human connection with another person. So I think this is a very, very bad direction for technology. Incredibly bad. The implications of that, the damage done, could be enormous. For people that are largely looking into this technology because they're already in a position where they're able to be preyed upon.
Education is going to be key. Let's take a look at smartphone technology, okay? I believe the Apple iPhone came out around 2004, plus minus one. Before the iPhone came out, we had some rudimentary cell phone technology out there. You know, we had the flip phone screens with the pixelated pictures and all that kind of stuff. Had the BlackBerry. When the iPhone came out, it changed the world. It has only been almost 20 years, if so just 20 years, since the very first smartphone came out. And now it's all around the world. There's no continent on this earth that you can go to without seeing people with phones. Doesn't matter where you go. In some countries, it's so prevalent that it would be weird if you didn't see somebody with a phone, right? And a lot of the more richer countries are helping developing countries get easy access to that technology, building cell towers, getting phones. I know there's many programs in cities that give homeless people that are trying to better themselves free phones so that they can communicate with potential employers. The amount of saturation of the smartphone technology on our planet in a mere two decades, it's mind-blowing. This is going to be faster than that, if you can believe that. It's going to be faster than that. It's crazy. Are there some risks? Yeah, but education's going to be key. Quantum security is going to be key when it comes to the data. But the security concerns, things have been listening for a long time. There is the risk, though, if you take a powerful AI with quantum capabilities and give it access. Just imagine for a second, you're a nefarious political party in a country that's not known for giving a hoot about their citizens. If they could access the databases that big tech companies have been storing for over a decade now in large quantities, and they were able to put a powerful AI to sniff through that data, yeah, you're going to have problems. There's no doubt about it. So security is definitely going to be key, but that's something we're going to have to navigate through. There is nothing that's going to stop this technology from flowering on this planet, and it's going to be a great technology if it's, if we go through it and we figure things out. And usually we do. Like if you think about all the technology advancements that have ever happened on the planet, there's been ups and downs. But we usually get through it and we figure it out, and and we move forward as a global community. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I have a lot of hope for it, though. I think it's going to bring a lot of joy to people's lives. But, like Pirate was talking about there, it's not a replacement for human interaction at all. In fact, I think human interaction now is more important now than ever before. As the AI and the robotics start to flower and take off, and the technology, exponentially grows by leaps and bounds faster than any technology ever before, the importance of human interaction now is more important than ever before as well.
Oh, that's Primogen. He bought one. My guess is Primogen bought it to clown on it. Primogen is a very well-adjusted human being. He's a super normal dude. He's got a family. He's got a wife. He's got kids. If Primogen bought it, it is likely because he wants to repeat.
And let's be real, anything new in this market, kind of like this, is going to get hammered on for the first little bit here. And there's going to be a lot of refinement stages.
Do it and find out what it's doing. Terrible Pavlovian conditioning. Correct. That is how I feel about it. I think it's going to train people in a very negative direction. And I keep seeing this kind of technology pop up, which the AI friend, the AI human interaction replacement, and it is not good. That is a very negative thing to do.
All right. Pirate Software, very smart individual. Check his channel out if you haven't already done so. I watch his streams occasionally. I also love his shorts. His father worked for Blizzard Entertainment, was basically responsible for the entire sum of the Blizzard cinematics when Blizzard was a really great company. On this video here, overall, I have more hope than Pirate here when it comes to this technology, but I do agree 110%. There's got to be good education around it. There also has to be the ever-present awareness that this is not in any way replacing or a substitute for human interaction. All right, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Appreciate the sub and the like if you enjoyed it. Take care, God bless, and stay classy.